What's going on, guys? It's me, Panda Sim Plays, and welcome back to another PowerWash Simulator video. Well, I've got a new mic coming, but it was delayed. It was meant to come out. It was meant to come to me. Today, but of course it decided not to. So yeah, fun times. So let's crack on. We're just gonna clean, hopefully the whole house, the whole bungalow even. I'm just going to give this a quick spray around. Got to keep an eye on it. Right, L2. There we go, back. To make it a little bit quicker for us to clean. I've done it on the VR, and I can tell you what, it works wonders on the VR. If you like this, if you'd like to see that sort of gameplay, hit a like, comment VR, and I'll see what I can do. And I hope you're doing alright this Saturday, because when the video will be coming out on Saturday, I'll be working all day. I'll be doing a 13.5-hour shift. Oh, and now we're out. Let's see, can we go to the shop quickly? And we're all out of stock of everything. Brilliant. We're now out of that multi-purpose. Let's try multi-purpose. It should, in theory, it should hit all the marks that we need to hit. And obviously, I'm going to be saving most of this for when I get onto the roof. And we're going to be refilling. We'll be basically doing the gutters last, hopefully. Even though you've probably seen me, I've already cleaned some of the gutters, but here we are. It is what it is. So I'm just going to go back to this. And then we're just going to clean away. Look at that. Perfection. So I'm hoping to make this the much longer video. You might hear a timer. I'm not too sure if that will be in the video. But I put a timer on because on the PS5 you can only record up to half an hour's worth. Which is a bummer, but this is why I'm getting a PC. Well, I'm waiting to get the money to get the rest of the PC parts that I need. I'm just down to the last lot, which is the CPU, GPU and power supply. Power supply I can get relatively easy. It's just getting the money for the two expensive parts. But, you know, it is what it is, and I'm hoping that something will turn up in my favour, but we'll have to wait and see for that. I will keep you updated on that as we progress. Yeah. So I hope you're having a nice Saturday. I've probably said that twice now. Sound like a broken record. I hope you had a nice Saturday, boy. Yeah. Right. Let's get under there. Oh, no button. I'm going back to the VR settings in my head. Because obviously, if I just press Y, I can never remember what the button is till like ages into the actual video. I'm like, oh, if I press that, there we go, it tells me everything. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm hoping to complete the bungalow and then we'll go to the playground and we're just going to leave it at the playground. And I'm hoping that I can probably turn that into a two-parter, much longer episodes of course. And if you are liking what you see, please hit that like. A comment would be appreciated as feedback. And a subscription would be nice to know that you like what you see and you can take part in the community thing that poll I'll put up, where I'm letting you guys decide. I've put 3 down. Most of these are actually going to be on the PS5, I'm afraid. There's a lot of AI slop, I found out the hard way. But you know, what can you do? Yeah, I mean, I like playing PowerWash Sim, it's very relaxing and so forth. Yeah, get it nice and clean, that's what I like. See the blue. Because on the VR, it's a lot different. But I prefer it on VR because I can actually physically see. Here I'm just like, I have to put my goggles on. To get underneath. come on, here we go. Perfect, we're getting there. We're getting there, look how clean that is. It's a lot cleaner, a lot quicker. Which, when I was doing it on the Xbox, it was a lot harder. Well, funny enough, even on the VR, it's a lot harder in a sense. And then obviously I thought, you know what, I just might as well just save up and then get the all the soaps, and it just works wonders. So if you're playing this game, my advice would be to get the soaps when you can afford them, rather than just getting them outright. Because yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to get them outright, don't get me wrong, but personally I'd say just wait. Right, let's get that up there. Let's go, quickly grab this. So we are going to do it this way, so we can get this, even though I'm completely missing what my objective, which is right there. So you get the little corners, they're a bit of a pain in the bum to get. But now I've actually got the extender, which actually helps, but obviously I like to get a little bit closer so I can see it, and then I can be like, bro, let's go. Right, go downwards. Probably missed tons of it. Well, obviously when we get onto the roof it'll be a lot easier. Because I will have to save the game, and then I've got to... The problem is I've got to save it, and then obviously move the video over, and then I have to then go back and continue where we left off. But obviously there'll be... For you guys it'll be like, oh wow. There's me like, I've got to wait X amount of time. Because it takes a long time for it to move. Alright, so look. Market's messaging me, really getting excited how it looks, looking great. So that's good to get some feedback on the customer. Pretty much like in Internet Cafe Sim, which is slowly getting there, just taking me a little bit longer to show you the final result. I have got a few trophies done. The irony of that, it's just taking me a lot longer time, because like I said in the on Monday's video, basically how I feel about the game. Like, it'd be better, rather than you keep cleaning up, get a road, like a cleaning robot or something, you know, like a vacuum, will make life 20 times million easier. Even though it's not even a word, but I knew what I meant. Alright, so that's done. Pick you up, put you there, get underneath. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying this, you know, it's very relaxing to do. People get frustrated because you can't get that little bit, and I'm like, well, you know, it's a game, it's all good. Probably screwed up the trophy here, but we'll see. Because obviously you've got to clean the gutters last, and that's almost clean. Well, it is what it is, isn't it? If I have to go back, I'll go back and do it. But yeah, very relaxing, very time consuming, but it's very relaxing at the same time. I mean, I get lost when I'm playing on VR. I have zero time. Personally, I'm like, whoa. Because literally I've done one, like the other day, at like 9:30, and next thing I know it's 11 o'clock. I'm like, bro, what's the time gone? Because you have no concept of time. And it's very, like I said, it's very relaxing. You don't really think about much. And I quite like that. I quite like that in games where you having fun, even if it's on your own or on a co-op. And yes, this has co-op that I'm aware of. I think there is 2 to 4. I'm not exactly 100%, but I know in VR it's only 2-player co-op, which is kind of poo. But what can you do? Sometimes it's good to play it with friends because you won't get bored. Sometimes you just get lost in what you're doing. This is what I like doing. I like getting lost in this, forgetting about what's going on outside, and just relax. feel very zen with myself. It's not all colourful rainbows and whatnot, but it's fun. It is fun. So I'm just doing these little bits here to get them dealt with. Some of them you might need to change the nozzle for. I'm aware that I've missed a little bit there. Like there, this one here, sometimes you might need a nozzle. Because on the VR I'm on the fire station. And that one's a bit of a different breed of power washing. A lot of nooks and crannies to get into. Fun times. Very fun times. I like it. I like it a lot. So if you've got any recommendations for any sim only games, I do have tons on PC, the irony of that. I have bought about 7, I think 7, on the Steam sale for like under 25, about 25 quid for 7, 2 of them VR, which is House Flipper and Thief Simulator on VR, on Steam. And obviously I'm aware that there are games in the MetaQuest, which the VR I have at the moment. I'm hoping that down the line I'll get the PS5 version, if there is any games coming out for it. That's the problem, because you've got all these remakes and remasters, and it's like, it's getting a bit boring now. I bought PS5 for PS5 games, not remasters and that, but I do have tons of PS4 games I'll need to complete anyway. So that'll keep me busy for a while. As a trophy hunter, that I like keeping busy. I like doing multiple games. At the moment I'm doing Dying Light, which I just need one more co-op trophy for. What else am I doing? I'm doing Red Dead 2 online. I'm doing the online part first, because you've got to get those online trophies, because they are a pain in the arse to get. As a solo player myself, like, if you do want a party, let me know down below. I'll be happy enough to help you in any way that I can. But please bear in mind I do work, so my replies may not always be on time. Because don't forget, most people that do YouTube work, I mean, yeah, the job is YouTube, but sometimes people have jobs as well as YouTube as well, or Twitch or Kick or whatever. So you have to please be mindful of other people and be supportive. If your friend's got one, be supportive. That's the main thing. Support one another. That's what you need. We don't need we need unity. We don't need stupidness of, oh, he's not talking to me because of this, that, blah, blah. I don't really care. You know, at the end of the day, you need to come and support one another. You can't. It's not worth the hassle. I've been through there. I've fell out with people over the past, but we're now back to being buds, although we don't talk much, because obviously most of the time I'm working 12 to 14 hour shifts. It is what it is. Sometimes I'm working half, and then I'll come home to my daughter, which is the highlight of my day, is coming back, seeing my daughter. Yeah. So if you hear no noise, it's good, because my daughter's not here at the moment. At the time I'm recording, she just lost her grandmother on the 29th, which is my mother-in-law, to stage 4 cancer. Yeah, so that's been a bit of a pretty much a bad week. Literally, grandma went on the 29th, her birthday's the 3rd, and then that's it. Game over. Cancer wins. So it's been quite a difficult week, but surviving. We're surviving. It's just the way it is. We as humans survive by helping one another, no matter what. That's all good. Yes. Yes. So we're getting there. Oops. So I want to try and do that and this, and then obviously I'll stop the video, then I'll redo the video, but I don't know about doing this bit yet, but we'll see. We'll see what happens first. Never plan ahead, it's a trap. You'll probably hear my pets. I've got a kitten, it's a pain in the bum. I have a 15-year-old dog, I think 15. Pretty old, pretty annoying. The worst of times, don't know the best of times. She keeps me sane, I guess. Proper old now, so. And that, yeah. So, yeah, let's get this done. You'll probably hear a beep in a minute. I've got to charge my headset, which is annoying. Give me a sec. And we're back. Yeah, boy. That'll probably be in the video, but I will edit out the part when I actually do charge my headset, because this is going to be an hour's worth content, which if it was on PC, if I was doing it on my new PC, it would be no hassle, because I'll be having a different microphone, which is, like I said, coming tomorrow now, not today. You've got to love Amazon when they lie to you. Oh yeah, we'll get it today. Even though I did order it like midnight, because I was doing the internet cafe sim. I'm trying to get that done quicker. But my trophies are getting there. I will put a combination with the trophies coming onto it. That should be good. I'll be using my new mic hopefully by that point. But then again, it depends, because I have training the next day. So Thursday I've got training till 4:30, which is bloody annoying. Right, let's get this. I keep pressing that button. Alright, how long we got left on my timer? 11 more minutes. Oh, we could do this in 11 minutes. I have to put a timer, because what I've done with the internet cafe, the very last episode, I had to literally extract it with, I had to take 4 minutes out of it, because obviously on PS5, if you don't know, you can only, like I said, you can only have up to half an hour, but obviously because that's about near enough under 4 gig, I think, you can only extract with 4 gig, which is stupid, just my opinion. You know, 4 gig, come on bro. You'll probably hear little sounds, and then that's what I do. Oh, excellent. So you can see we're getting feedback as we go along. Sometimes you'll get messages, like I said in previous videos, that with this you will get messages from other customers. So for example, once we've done this, we'll go over to doing the playground. Then it'll be like, bruh, you'll get messages like tomorrow. That one will be definitely 2 very long episodes, because it's very big. It's basically, from what I understand, and that's playing on VR, because I'm doing it faster on VR than I am on here, is basically we get to bigger places. Obviously we're trying to grow the business as PowerWash. Well, I can't really. I am actually looking for the PowerWash Sim 2, which is at a reasonable price. But obviously with the Xbox as well, you know, the prices of that just sort of put me off now. So I will have to sadly cancel my subscription for the time being. And I won't be able to afford it. £10 extra. Mate, I work minimum wage job. You expect me to pay £10 more? Not having it, mate. Even the only problem also is, even though people bash Xbox, they don't really bash Sony as much, because Sony do exactly the same thing. They put their prices up. So yeah, fun times ahead. Alright, let's get this done. Then ready for the second part of the video, which will be the rooftop, and then it'll be all perfect. You know what? Let's just move this over. Move it there. Oh, I just saw that. Okay. So if we've got enough time to get this done, which I think we do, plenty of time. Other bits done. Here we go, got that done. Perfect. So let's have a quick look where we missed a few bits here. Perfect. Where else? Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay, that's that done then. Just got to quickly do a little check. Yeah, like I said, I don't care about the gutter. The gutter's my last thing I want to do. Here's the roof. Oh, I missed this one. That's done. Oh, I missed that. Of course I did. Doesn't surprise me when I miss things like that. Yeah, so we've just got to get this all dealt with. There we go, that's that done. Sometimes they can be very pain in the bum to get. Obviously you've got to be very steady, very all cool and calm. There we go, got the window there. So you can see them from a certain angle, you can always see them. Go, that's it. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't care about the gutter. Okay. So yes. So I'm just gonna do this. And we're back. So here we are on top of the roof. So what we're going to do, we are going to change the nozzle. Nope. Change my nozzle. And we're just going to spray everywhere. Hopefully don't fall off in the process. Yeah, look at that go. Yeah. And I forgot to hit record. To make sure we get everywhere, because it can be a bit tedious, especially that part there. I'll put an arrow there in a second. All this done. Probably have to go a bit further down. Especially when it comes to doing the gutters. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we go back, change the nozzle, and we just crack on. So I remember having a hard time doing this bit. It took me quite a bit. As you can see, inside as well. Look at this. Perfection. Love it. Get all that power wash goodness. Yeah, get all that power wash in there. Look at it go. So I'm hoping to get this done, edited and out for you on Saturday. Even though I don't have time off, but I do have half days. Here we go, perfect, that one's done. So, get underneath, get up, okay. Get underneath there somehow. Yeah. Here we go. There we go, perfect. Alright, next bit. I'll do top here. Get this over and done with. It's going to be a bit tricky because with the gutter being so close, as you see there, right at the end, as long as we don't actually clean the actual gutter in full, I think. Again, I could be wrong, because obviously sometimes you do tend to accidentally go that way. No, this method is not helping. As long as I'm doing the roof and not the actual gutter itself, it should be all crusty. And as Del Boy says, if you watch only Fools and Horses, if you know, you know. And if you haven't watched it, you know, it's British comedy. Top-notch quality. Quality you won't find anymore, which is a sad, sad thing. What's what we got there? So we got just this bit to do. Here we go. Getting it all nice and clean. Look at that perfection. So let's go. There we go. Try and get the corners done as much as you can. There we go. At least cover that base. Like, I'm not exactly the most perfect person at doing this, but the job gets done regardless. Here we go, up and down. Here we go. Look at that, how clean it is. Perfection. Well, not exactly perfection, but I'll do. You'll see me click. Okay, and that's what you've got to try to avoid. Obviously I have to go around and do that again, but that's the other things you've got to avoid, falling off like I just did. But as you can see, we're almost roughly halfway there, give or take. Off the roof anyway. Sort of. It's just so you can see that this soap actually helps out quite a lot. Got rid of a lot of the grime and the shit that you need taken out. I'll probably get unmonetized for that, but I'm not monetized yet, so that's good. Look at that. Make sure you get every little bit and bob. I'll try and go back to that. Because because obviously I do want to save the soaps as much as I can, because I did try and buy some in the previous episode of this and it was out of stock apparently, so I think they might be limited to per level maybe. I'll find out once I've completed this level, and then we have a look when we go to the playground. So you can see we're getting there with 4 stars, so we're getting very close to getting done. It's always good. Yeah, let's get this all done and dusted. Go home, have a beer and wait for this whole thing to blow over. Guess that movie reference. Haha. Right, let's get this done and dusted. I'm very aware of that one. This can be very tedious, it can be very long, it can be very boring. I find it very relaxing. And you'll lose yourself in this. Perfection. Perfection. Yes. Look how clean that looks. Fantastic. Obviously we have to go around through the sides, but we'll get them done. We will get them done. Almost fell off there again. Not today. So you don't have to technically do the whole lot. It will eventually all just go ding, as you've seen previously. But I'm thinking if you do the sides as well, should all come into place, all come in hand in hand. I'm very aware of the gutters. Let's make sure I get all this done and dusted. Let's have a look. I'm missing a few bits on there. See, like if you're up on the roof here doing this one, you can easily get that one done. Just the other bits you can't do without falling over. Right, let's have a quick check. So I'm just always double checking that you haven't missed bits. It could be a bit strenuous. Is that just... Oh. That side's done. Now the final side, and then obviously go and do the sides per one, and then we finally do the gutters, clean them, and then we are golden. We have finished. the bunker. Not bunker. The bungalow even. Don't know why I said bunker. Guess it's one of those things. I've got bunkers on the brain. Or maybe because I'm excited for Fallout. Fallout Season 2. 17th of December. Can't wait. Should be very exciting to watch. The only problem is it's not bingeable. It comes out weekly, which fair enough I guess, but then again to me it will give enough time for season 3 to be finished, because that's basically literally in production. I've missed bits in this side. Oh, why not? No, I've missed no more bits here. So that I'm aware of, that is season 3 has been acknowledged. That they actually are filming season 3 as we probably speak. Which is good, because I do like Fallout. I've always loved Fallout. The irony is I have not played the first lot of Fallouts, but I've got them on my Epic Games. I think it's the Epic Games. So I'll be looking forward to playing them on my new PC. When I finally get it. Or when I finally get the financial freedom to go, yes. Perfection, good sir. Or madam. Here we go. Come on. Come on! You know what? Let's just have a quick... Use too much of this, I think. Seriously, I missed that one. Let's try and get the sides done. Make sure I got one in there. Wow, sure. That's that bit done. Just double checking. Like all that, apart from the gutters. Looks like it will just be the gutters in a minute. And then we are golden. Oh, what did I do that for? There we go. So looking forward to doing the gutters. Oh, see, the soap works, and now it's the gutters. Press the wrong bloody button. Satisfying nature. I do wish I actually literally had a power wash. Yeah, like. Definitely. It's just a guy, isn't it? Yeah, just making double sure. And then we're pretty much done, and then everyone's all crusty. I wish you can literally put the ladders away. Apparently you can't. Here we go, nice and satisfying. Very satisfying just to hear this. Got one. Couple more to go. Always checking to see where the dirt is, so I don't miss nothing. At one point playing this in VR, I thought you had to go inside the actual gutter, which is down. I thought you had to go in here to clean the gutter. Turns out you didn't. I felt like a right plum. But here it is, here we are. And obviously the term right plum is idiot. The English have different meanings, like many other places. But we are not. What I find funny is what we call football, which is, most of the world says football. Americans call it soccer. I'm like, bro, it's not soccer, it's football. 2 posts, 3 goals. Tells you on the top left, the last bit you got to do. So basically when you're coming near the end, it will tell you, excuse me, what ones you got left to do, which is quite handy to know. Look on the side. As you can see over here, we've got this here to do. Change the nozzle down. Post cleaned. So we've got 1 post and we've got 2 gutters to clean. So I'm not understanding. Is it there? We'll just have to quickly check. Right, so it's the thing is, if you don't know what you're looking for, just click on it and it will highlight which one it is. There's 2. There's 3. Or is it post? It just says posts. This one's going to be a bit of a fun, interesting one, but hey ho, let's go and clean the gutters. Gutters. The posts. It's quite annoying me at the moment. There we go. So it's not highlighting which. Oh. Is it the side bit I missed? Oh, these are the posts. Right. Right. Okay, so we've got one last one gutter. If we don't get the trophy for it, then I know that I went wrong. So at least I put my hands up and say, oh, I done it wrong. You'll get YouTubers that say, oh, I'm sorry. You just don't believe them. Job completed. There we go, and we're done. Didn't get trophy, but now I know. So as you see, all of it is almost cleaned. There we are. Perfect. And there you go. Looks amazing. Details, tells you all the details, how much you've earned per one. So our highest, not a message, our highest bit was the walls, which is $70. So it's, and then we've done the clean bike, which obviously far ends. Back garden. It tells you all we've done in the past, and this is the next one we're doing, clear the playground, which is this one. And this, I'll show you it before I go off. This is pretty big, and it's a big playground. So this is the playground. Got to clean the bins, you got to clean everything. There is also a trophy to put that ball over this. That would be very entertaining to try. But yeah, this is it. And I will just quickly go to the shop, see if I can buy anything. And look, they're all out of stock. Irony. But gloves are still there. Power washers. That's our next one to get. And then eventually we get to that once we get 40 stars. And then when we get to professional, we'll get this. So as you can see, light duty is what we're using right now. Gives you not exactly a lot, but it will do for the time being. The next one we're going to get is going to be better, a bit closer. So obviously we'll get all this as we go along. So yeah, I'll say thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day or night whenever you're watching this. Bye, have a good time.